Hi everyone, it's Jen from Yarnia, Montclair's local yarn store, and I'm here to show you how to pick up stitches at the edge of a stockinette piece. This is really a technique that we use to add stitches, for example, with a button band or a steek, or to whatever your pattern calls for. But we are going to pick up stitches along this edge here. Now, often your temptation is going to be to go directly into this edge right here, single strand. I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do is to go one full stitch in. So if you take a look at our swatch here, we have this selvage stitch, which looks a little raggedy, as selvage stitches are wont to do. And this is one full stitch right there. And this is your next knit column, and that's your next knit column. You can see the V's right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in between this selvage stitch V column and this full V column. And we are going to poke our needle in, pull up a loop of yarn. I'm using contrasting green yarn here so you can really see what I'm doing. And we're going to pull up a stitch using our needle. So first things first, I'm going one full stitch in. I'm poking through this little gap. I'm going to pull these stitches apart so you can see right here. It looks almost like a ladder right there. So I'm going to go into this little guy, wrap my yarn around my needle, pull up a loop. Then I'm going to go into my next ladder hole. Make sure you don't work with the tail, as I often do. Wrap my neat yarn around, pull up a loop. Oh, I split the yarn. There we go, pull up a loop. That's 2 stitches picked up. Now you can look and see right there, that's my third hole. So I'm going to go into 3 and pull up. Now, because I'm picking up stitches with stockinette, I am going to pick up 3 stitches for every 4 rows. So I just picked up 1, 2, 3. And that means I'm going to skip this little loop right there. So that's 4. I'm skipping it, and I'm going back into 1, pull up 1, going into 2, pull up 2. I'm going into 3, pull up 3, skip. 1, pull up 2, pull up 3, skip. Pull up 1, pull up 2, pull up 3. I'm only going to do a little bit here because I want to show you what it looks like. You can actually see the gaps where you've skipped, and I'm snugging that up a little bit right here on my needle. Now the reverse, you see a nice full chained edge. That's your selvage stitch. Remember that raggedy stitch? That's going to the inside, so you don't have to see it. Now the reason we do 3 stitches for every 4 rows is because knit stitches in stockinette are different heights than they are widths. It's not a 1-to-1. So if you picked up 1 stitch for every single row in stockinette, you'd get a very wavy button band or wavy edge. If you picked up every other stitch, you would get a very condensed or it would actually look stretched out. You wouldn't have enough of this length to go across. It would pull. So the general resource is every 3 stitches to 4 inches. So this is how we pick up the edge for a stockinette. Very, very rarely will you ever pick up a single thread. I'm going to skip a couple, and I'm going to show you what picking up a single thread looks like. And the reason I don't want you to do this is, 1, first off, it's harder. You don't have a clear-cut edge. You see how I have to kind of like pull at it? 2, 3. Now, do you see how loopy and holy that is? That's your sleeve or your button band. Any kind of tension on that is going to pull it out. Now, if I put tension on this, look how nice that looks. Plus, you have a nice full stitch right here makes a nice vertical column. So if you get stuck when you're going to pick up your stitches and you're like, wait, where do I pick up? I want to go here. Don't go there. Look at your vertical column once you have it established and see, okay, right there. Oh, here's that little guy. I'm going to go here. 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 And that way you don't interrupt your nice column of stitches. I hope this was helpful. Look for our other videos about how to pick up stitches in garter stitch or in stockinette in the middle of stockinette rather than on the edge. And make sure to like and subscribe to our podcast, The Chronicles of Yarnia, on YouTube, and visit us on Ravelry as Shop Yarnia and our website, shopyarnia.com. Thanks a lot. Bye.